Oh, my scooter injury.
You said nothing is off limits.
Yeah, I did say that. You told me to say that, though.
Well, are you ready to answer them?
I'm ready.
If you were a cheese, what cheese would you be and why?
I do like halloumi. I'm not going to make when the cheese looks in the mirror, halloumi joke. But I do like halloumi, and I feel like it gets on with a lot of things. It can go in a salad, it can go in a burger, it can even be fries. And I'd like to think that I like mixing in different circles. And that was cheesy, wasn't it?
3 people you would invite to dinner, dead or alive.
Princess Diana, whenever I look back on videos, like all that fantastic work that she did, and she just seemed such a lovely person. So that would have been an absolute honour to have met her in any capacity. David Beckham, but I've actually had the pleasure of meeting him recently. One of the players that I used to love watching. I used to collect all the newspaper cuttings about David Beckham. I remember him being like injured going into a tournament, and I was like, please, is he going to make it? So yeah, his posters were all over my bedroom, so he would definitely have a seat at that dinner table.
And he can bring his honey for the dessert.
David, send us some honey. That would literally be the best delivery I've ever had. You know who I met recently, who was the loveliest guy, and he's got one of the best voices I've ever heard, Dermot Kennedy. So I would get him to come along, but he's got to bring his guitar. I was at an event recently actually, and it was at Buckingham Palace, and it was loads of like amazing, influential women that were there. Camilla was there, Victoria Beckham, Ruby Wax, like there's just all these amazing people. And I rock up with my full-on suitcase. I'd been away for 2 weeks, and I was just pulling it over the gravel into Buckingham Palace. Everyone's in like formal coats and formal outfits, and they must have thought, oh my God, who is this? I turned around, there was just this big kind of trail of suitcase marks going all the way up. Everyone else had like a nice little handbag or something like that.
What was your funniest moment from your football career?
They're so hard to think of, but I think when I go back to the under-19 days, I think we used to have like a video camera, and we used to just try and keep ourselves entertained. So I remember even like dressing a pillow up in England kit and doing one of them videos where I'm walking and then the camera shoots to this pillow falling down the stairs, and we're like, does that look real? And of course it doesn't. At the end of camp, we used to have to get in 5s, and you used to have to entertain the group, and I think we did Spice Girls once. So obviously you know that I like a little bit of a rap and a sing-along. So many amazing memories, and I think that's the thing that I miss the most. Like, you've got your memories that are out there on the pitch because there's archives of it and everything, but the moments that we had behind the cameras, them are definitely the funniest.
Who are your top 3 mates at the Overlap and why?
Top 3, that means I have to leave one out. I can't do that. You know what, I get asked about the guys all the time, and they're like, who's your favourite, etc. When I first met Roy, literally, because he was Sunderland manager, I just asked him a million questions about Sunderland, and I just thought everything that I'd kind of hoped he would be growing up, he definitely was. And then I think that's kind of where our like banter and friendship came from, because of us talking about Sunderland Football Club. But now, yeah, I've got massive respect for him. As I say, he was my hero growing up, which I don't like to tell him now, but yeah, I'd like to think now that it's just so good that we get to do this job together and have a bit of banter, really.
What was your hair routine on match days?
In the Euros, actually, Alessia Russo, I think she used to hate us because against Austria in our first game, she put a plait in my hair. And then because we won, I said, right, you've got to do it before every single game. So I remember sitting there, and it's a final, and she's obviously preparing, and it's getting later and later, and I'm like, I haven't got my plait in my hair. So I'm like, Alessia. And she did it, bless her, but I reckon deep down she was probably a bit annoyed.
You're obviously still very much part of the team and the squad, and it definitely feels that way. When was the last time that you caught up with the girls and Serena?
Literally last night after the game, so I got back to the hotel, and I was like, the food in Switzerland's quite expensive. Do you mind if I joined for dinner? And they said it was fine to grab some food, but yeah, I think the girls are like, Jill, are you still here? It's so nice to be here in Switzerland. If they have a down day, just say, oh, do you want to grab a coffee and a chat? And you know what? People will say, oh, are you talking about training? Do you know what the team's going to be? But the honest truth is, I don't even think we talk about football, because when you're away from the football pitch, you want to just forget about football a little bit. So, and I think that was always my strength within the squad, just to have a bit of a laugh, relax people. So yeah, it's been so nice that I've got to do that this trip in kind of little parts.
You're basically there to bring the vibes.
I don't think it's an official wall. I think they just can't get rid of us. They're like, here's Jill again, and I'm like, flat white please.